Hey gang, so I just at 11:30 today, uh, I received, I heard a very loud, loud talking, and a large group of children along with an adult woman, came up and opened my mailbox, and then put three of these Worshipwalk flyers. Now, it's important to know, I've been in Magnolia Park for a total of 32 years now. And of course, I've seen this church change names and change hands and that sort of thing, and it's a noble cause. And I'm all for churches. I think they're great venues to hold events. I've visited many of them over the decades in connection with projects that I was doing. I had a pancake breakfast sponsored by a local organization just yesterday, and enjoyed visiting a church here locally. Folks at Worship Walk Church and anybody else that has people handing out flyers. First of all, why do I need three flyers? That's the first question. Why do we need three? When you put kids in charge of things, they're going to take the easiest and simplest route to doing a project, which is to get rid of stuff quickly. No offense to anybody's children, but I was a kid and I used to have jobs. And if somebody gave me a job to get rid of flyers, I'd give 3, 4, 5 of them to somebody myself, just to get my job done quicker. But here's the big issue. You may not ever open a mailbox, ever. It's a federal crime to open a mailbox and put anything in there if you're not a postal worker. And you can't open people's mailboxes. Completely illegal. I would appreciate it if the folks at Worship Walk would be kind enough to, have a discussion with these folks, whoever's handing out your flyers. And please make sure you're not opening up people's mailboxes. It's not appropriate, and it's not legal, and it's going to get you into a lot of trouble. I won't personally file a formal complaint because you're a religious organization, but if you were a commercial business and you did that to me, I would have filed a formal complaint with the Postal Inspection Service. Because, it's not because I'm a Karen, whatever that means, but because it's illegal. And, I'm a law and order guy. And as a law and order guy, I would like to see that people follow the rules. Anytime I see someone not following the rules, I file a complaint. Why? Because I'd like it to be something that people, learn from. I don't think complaints are always going to result in someone getting a criminal charge against them, but they might get a letter. In my experience, law enforcement will send letters and they'll, inform people. Normally, and I wouldn't, generally speaking, I wouldn't even put up a video because I'm actually promoting your business now, your religious organization now, by putting this up on the internet. Normally, I wouldn't even mention your name. I would just go ahead and file the complaint. So, consider this the polite step, yeah, sure, some people are going to roll their eyes and say, well, you're being very picky. I'm like, no, I'm not being picky. I've had mail stolen. I've had mail missing. I've had mail delivered to the wrong address. When you have a mailbox, it's like a little sanctuary for your private business. And you don't want people receiving your mail. You don't want people touching your mail. You don't want people opening your mailbox. And these are kids. No offense to the parent or whoever was with them. But these are kids roaming around the neighborhood opening mailboxes. What kind of lessons are we teaching our children in our community when we're telling them it's okay to open mailboxes that don't belong to them? Not good. Thanks, folks.